Hello and welcome back to Let's Play A New Beginning Final Cut with me, Demonox. When we last left off, we were in the conference, and I'm going to check and make sure the recording's working this time because it didn't work this last time. Let's see, are you working recording? Is the recording working? Yes, recording is working. Thank God for that. Which is why there are in fact now in the load menu a second load screen here. No. But anyway, we're at the conference room. I now know everything's going to happen. I know the location of everything, and I know who to talk to for everything. So let's head this way first. We'll deal with the guy upstairs in a second. Let's listen to this guy again.
Please, tell the kitchen that the appetizers are almost out.
But
I don't care.
Oh, but tell the kitchen Dr. Brown sent you. Oh, yes, that Dr. Brown.
But I'm not working in the kitchen.
Yes. I'm not the evil man at all.
You are wearing a uniform. What else would bring you here?
I'm a member of the press.
I'm a member of the press.
Then I must inform you that I'm not giving any interviews.
You know, to make this
Or
fit continue, we've got to keep going to the end of the chapter.
Report, or you can come listen to my speech later.
I should choose neither because I don't want to do
I
anything.
know that sounds crazy, but
But what?
the Indes power plant will blow up in a week from now.
How do you know that? Are you a terrorist?
No,
Then please refrain from making any unqualified forecasts.
Because I'm an idiot.
The power plants I inspected complied with all conditions and regulations. They are safe.
And I am not being paid at all to say that. No. Now I'm going to step ahead here and I'm going to open the door. Because it's important I do so. And go out the door. Talk to Salvador.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, you're in my head. No, wait, you're on tablet.
What's your status?
Bad.
I'm at the conference, and I had a chance to talk to this Dr. Brown, the
Didn't work.
expert they are all listening to.
So what did he say?
He didn't even
Terrorists.
listen to me. All he was interested in was food.
Just like I thought. This conference is a mockery.
Yes.
So, what's your plan now, Faye?
I don't know what to do.
Let me
I
talk
do.
to him. I have my own methods. But you must get me into the building somehow. And the doorman must not see me.
Why is that?
We had a little misunderstanding. The thing is, you must find a way to get me into the building unnoticed.
Oh, I can do that easy.
See you in a few.
It's easier than you think, mate. All you gotta do is have a megaphone, Right, that's that bit sorted. Now let's sort this all out. And what we want to get, the rolling gates are there, we'll open them in a minute. I want that, I want to do this. I know exactly what I'm doing because I recorded this earlier, and the recording apparently did not work. This, if you get an achievement if you do all these, but I've done them all. This is the one we want.
Reactor in the rainforest. Stop the clear cutting.
No reactor in the rainforest.
Stop the clear cutting. I go outside and talk to the bald security guard, who apparently has a lot of he doesn't like people mentioning his hair
No reactor in the rainforest.
or lack of.
Stop the clear cutting.
And so long as they stay away from that chant, he's fine. He listens to music.
No reactor in the rainforest. Stop the clear cutting.
Clear cutting? Do you really think I don't know what you're hinting at?
No reactor in the rainforest. Stop the clear cutting.
Do you think that's funny? It's a hereditary disease. If you don't stop right now, I'll have the space cleared.
No reactor in the rainforest. Stop the clear cutting.
Fascist!
Shut it, you tree huggers, or I'll show you some clear cutting.
Oh, really? Come on, if you dare.
No
Do you
reactor
know
in
what
the
I'm going to do
rainforest.
if you don't
Stop
stop
the clear
right
cutting.
now?
Oh, he's gonna beat the crap out of them. I find that amusing. Now we can go and get the car. It's important, we get the keys up here. It's a part of the plan. He's now watching that monitor instead of the middle. Yoink. Down we go. And down. And through. Here. We shall be using some stuff in a minute. Do the lock. Right. Keys. Vehicle.
Oh dear. That looks really complicated in there. I wonder what all these switches and levers are there for.
You'll find out in a second, Faye. Operate vehicle.
Let's see what happens if I use this lever.
Hooray!
Oops. That must have been the self-destruction mechanism.
Ah, we're gonna run away now because we just destroyed his car. Drive wreck.
It won't go anywhere anymore.
Nope. Whoops. I don't think that guy's having a nice day. I'm just gonna preempt this. We're gonna take the sign off.
I hope no one...
Ba-da-boom, ba-da-boom. I wonder if I change the sign now. If we're... No, I don't think you'll notice. Now, if you don't change the sign over, he goes in the bathroom. It's important to know this. He killed the car. We killed the car, which is a sacrifice that did need to be done. And use.
The partition should be open now.
Oh, Salvador.
Salvador, come in. The partitions are open now. You can go in. I hope that was a yes, ma'am. See you inside, Faye.
I hope so too. If not, he's not being grateful. But he's in. Yay! He's now in the conference. We shall now go talk to him outside. Talk to him at his new hiding location.
Faye.
Yes, I hear you.
Ah, there you are.
Where is this Dr. Brown fellow now?
He's still at the buffet. He took root there.
The guards must not see me, so you'd better get him over here somehow.
And how am I supposed to do that?
No idea.
Shoot him.
You'll find a way.
Shoot him. Just blast him. Need that, and you need the orange juice. Which you should never, by the way, folks, ever mix orange juice with other things. We can't do that right now because I forgot in time to pick up the stuff from in here. The glass. We need to take it. Can I drink one?
I'd better leave that to someone else.
Damn, I want a drink.
Well, there's no way I would drink that.
It's now spoilt. He likes eating
How he
canapes.
likes this.
Dun, 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 dun. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Ah. Have a drink. You should like it. Foul.
Who are you? I want you to shut down the Indez power plants.
Why should I do that?
Well, you don't have to. I could do it as well.
What do you think you're doing?
Uh-huh.
I told you that those people won't listen.
That's not a good thing.
Before the Commission retires to deliberate the matter, I now give the floor to Inspector Brown from the International Energy Inspection Authority. Prior to this conference, Mr. Brown thoroughly investigated all facilities and construction projects of Indez Industries for the IOEC. Inspector Brown, you have the floor.
My fellow
Good evening,
Americans.
ladies and gentlemen.
I'd like to point out that this entire project is buggered and that you should stop. I'm going to change the VCR now.
They must come to their senses when they see these pictures. And go.
Yay!
My name is Dr. Brown. I closely inspected the power plants and came to the following conclusion. Indez Industries power plants are a grave danger for our climate. My investigation proves, without a doubt, that the large power plants of Indez will cause a major and global climate collapse. If we allow him to contaminate our planet with his pollutants, we have to expect catastrophic climate changes worldwide as early as 2050. Global warming, melting of the poles, rising sea levels.
This man is not Brown.
You are responsible to keep that from happening.
Indez is right. This absolutely can't be, Dr. Brown.
What is the meaning of this?
Can't be because we paid Dr. Brown.
Security! Detain this man!
See, immediately, it's a case of... We can't do that. We can't possibly be Dr. Brown. How do you know that? Because if it was Dr. Brown, he'd have confirmed it because we paid him to. Wait, what?
Oh, dear. Things really don't go according to plan. But how can I save Salvador? They won't listen to me.
Don't worry, we can solve that too. Let's go back in here. Go through here. And open the door. Open the other door too. No. Nope. Yeah, no, that one. There's a pool of blood.
Oh my god! So much blood, but no sign of Brown anywhere. Only his briefcase is still here.
No, it isn't there. It's still around. Search the briefcase.
Let's see what's in here. Documents, documents, even more documents. Ah! A magnetic strip card.
Yes.
It might come in handy.
Now, I found this out in the original recording that there's a magnetic strip card reader downstairs in the garage. Garage, sorry. Garage. See, this card lock, if we examine it, will tell us.
A card lock that is connected to the huge gate. It won't work without the right card.
We have a card. Come, people, come to me! Your ruler demands it!
No nuclear power! No nuclear power!
What is the meaning of this?
We demand immediate shutdown of the Indez power plant.
We're inside a building.
And what, pray, is your alternative? Half the world without electrical power?
I think that's my cue.
Yeah.
I've already told you that the Svensson algae works and could replace Indez power plants.
You know that we are talking about an alternative to nuclear energy, don't you?
I know the algae. I know what it can do.
Adjourn
the conference. I can get you a specimen and be back in 3 days. Then you will see that I was right.
Adjourn the conference? Did you really say that?
Yes.
And they listened to you?
They had to. The building was surrounded, cops were tied up and locked in the toilet, and the buffet was in ruins. Just imagine, no more salmon canapes. The evening was ruined.
Time travel. All right, that's something I can imagine. But a climate conference granting concessions? What happened then?
Salvador flew to South America to check on the power plant, and I came directly to you.
I was beaten up and tied up and yes, well, I know the rest. I guess we are now on the way to my research station to get the algae?
Yeah, jackpot.
All right, I'll help you. On one condition. Once we have landed, you will leave all talk to me. And no more kidnappings and sieges, understood?
Promise.
Yay! Here you go. On our way to chapter 5 again. I thought it was going to be in Spanish. Hola!
Bent! You old warhorse. Never thought I'd see you around here again. Is that gray in your beard?
This is a control visit. I was worried you might steer the station into an iceberg. Good to see you, Barney. Did you tell Duva I was on my way?
Yes. He wasn't exactly happy. I hope you packed some velvet gloves.
Didn't have much time for packing.
Sounds like an interesting story. Who's your friend?
Oh, right. May I introduce Princess Leia?
Huh? What are you talking about? My name is Faye.
Lovely.
Uh-huh.
You chose an interesting time for your visit. Duva and I scheduled a presentation for business investors today and tomorrow.
Cool.
What about the National Research Funds?
Yeah.
You haven't heard yet? I thought Duva had told you at least that much. The research funds were canceled.
What?
What?
Bent, that's a disaster.
Indeed, it would mean the end of my work. It has all been for nothing.
Not necessarily. I have a couple of investors on the hook. Just yesterday, a real star accepted.
Cool. We must talk to them.
Yeah.
First, you must get through the health check. And afterwards, wrapping this thing up will be a piece of cake. This will be an exciting day. Trust me.
Yeah. So they had a guy was doing algae research to make hydrogen using algae, which is incredibly clean, safe, and they wanted to cancel his fundings. Why? Because the politicians have their fingers in the nuclear energy pie, and that's cheap and clean.
There, Bent. That's it.
And
I'm
the
done.
crabs all over the
Is everything
workstations.
all right, Doc? You could say so. For someone with your medical record, everything is fine. Retirement agrees with you.
Retirement was a nightmare.
My retirement was a nightmare.
Yes.
Was a nightmare? Don't tell me you're working again. If so, I have to advise
I won't tell you I'm
strongly
working again.
against it.
Let's just say that my life makes sense again, and I owe that to Faye here.
Oh, I see. And here I thought you were trying to save the world again.
Retirement was the best that could happen to me. I can go fishing as much as I want to. I can read many interesting books. And I have interesting talks with my shrink every week.
That sounds much better than working your guts out and spending weeks in the hospital now, doesn't it?
You think?
No, I don't.
Let's talk later, or we will be late for the presentation.
Right. It's your turn now, Miss Faye. Do you have any illnesses I should know about?
That's none of your business.
Oh, it's very
I don't think
much
she
my
likes
business.
doctors.
The decision on whether or not you will be allowed on the rig is based on my expert opinion.
Well, I'll stay here then. I didn't travel 500 years to have myself cut open.
Excuse me, I don't think I understand.
Faye, you can trust the doc.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
All right. But no hot coals. And no saws. You hear me?
Promise. Bent, if you would wait outside, please. This might take a while, I'm afraid.
Yes, Bent, just go. I'll catch up with you. I can handle this charlatan by myself.
500 years in the future, the medical science technology has improved a bit, I think.
Faye stares at the doc like he is going to kill her, but he just wants to test her knee reflex. Doc, I need a stamped certificate or Barney won't let me attend the presentation.
You will get it as soon as I've finished examining your friend.
Hey, that's too bright.
Will you please refrain from squeezing your eyes shut? I have to check your pupils.
No, my eyes remain shut.
This is going to take a while. If I want to be on time for the presentation, I'd better find another way.
Touch.
Totally dry, just like bureaucracy itself.
Yay. So, she's very, thingy about this methodology because they don't take. I'm going to take that. I'm going to look at the drawers. Ooh, blood samples.
Vicious stuff.
Doink.
I'm stealing blood from a doctor. Shouldn't it be the other way around?
I don't know. Take
One
more.
sample is...
You gotta close the drawers, make sure you didn't notice.
Duva painted the upper one a long time ago, but not the lower one.
I'm gonna use the blood sample on the ink pad.
A drastic measure, but time is short.
And then I'm going to use the certificate, health certificate, on the ink pad.
Morbid, but it worked.
I have now got a bloody... Ooh, let's see what's in here.
Ah, yes, there it is. Ben Svensson, born severe depression, burnout syndrome, etc., etc. We advise against continuation of employment. Was it really only just 2 years ago?
So as if I got what's going on by there, like, no, you will not test me. I will not be tested.
Everything peachy, Bent?
No.
Where's your companion?
She'll be a while.
That's too bad. The presentation is almost over. Do you have the health certificate?
Can't I get in without the certificate?
Well, Dr. Svensson, my responsibility is to follow the regulations, not make them.
Damnation. What are our chances of finding an investor?
They are good, I'd say. We've made an impression.
Did you show them around the labs?
No, but we had a fantastic brunch with wild salmon from the Atlantic. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Overfishing of the seas, endangered species. The problem is just that we can't afford to point fingers today. No one wants to do business with narrow-minded greenies.
But we are narrow-minded greenies.
Wrong. We are greenies with wild salmon from the Atlantic. We are people you can talk to.
Barney, we must not sell our ideals.
Barney, we must not sell our ideals.
Don't be naive, Bent. We need the money. Therefore, we have to curry favor with rich and arrogant business people.
Everything in me resists this idea.
That's the difference between you and me. You want to do research, and I do the dirty work that's getting your research financed. And sometimes there is no room for your do-gooder mentality.
Yes, I know.
Anyway, hey, Barney.
Here, Barney, that should be all. May I enter now?
Okay.
No.
Name's on it, stamp as well. All right, time for your big comeback. Nervous?
Should I be?
Well, it's been 2 years since you last saw your son.
Oh, nonsense. I'm not nervous.
Yes?
Could you go ahead, please? This little do-gooder needs to visit the restroom first. What? I just need to pee. I'm not nervous.
Sure, Ben. Sure.
Dr. Svensson. I'm trying to be polite here. What you just told us is ripe with trivial generalizations and esoteric hocus-pocus.
Wow.
We know that our oil reserves will be used up one day. We are aware that we will need to find a way to fill the hole this will rip into the energy supply. We also know that some nuts will be worried about the climate whenever you try offering them workable solutions. What we don't know is why on earth we came here. What miraculous technology are you talking about when you claim to be able to solve all this planet's problems?
Thank you for the cue, Mr. Indez. I am talking about a technology that doesn't produce emissions. One that can be replicated easily and that can be grown in every household. It is effective enough to...
Did I understand you correctly? Your miracle plant will grow in every consumer's garden?
Yes. The magic word is reproduction. A small installation that will fit on every balcony will provide enough energy for the household. It is an autonomous and ecological energy. The process is called nitrogenase.
He means hydrogenase.
The process is called hydrogenase, which means that cyanobacteria will convert light, air, and water into high-energy oxygen.
Yay.
The degree of efficiency of the energy output yields values around 0.08%.
What? That's wrong. It's 0.8%.
Do you want to give the lecture, Father?
Maybe we can cut this embarrassing family drama short.
Hey-o,
the question I ask myself is, what kind of business model do you have in mind? If people grow algae on their balcony like chives, what do we sell them? No one here wants to give away energy for free, right?
Yes. No. The consumer needs the technology to grow the algae and dissipate the hydrogen. Fuel cells for conversion must be bought and maintained. But, well, that's all there is to say on the business aspect of our presentation. I suggest we take a short break. Afterwards, we can jump right in with the calculations.
I would like to see this bacteria in action.
Or that. After the break, we will present the blue-green algae, and then we will talk about the calculations.
We don't want it to work.
Reconvene at 2 o'clock sharp. Thank you.
You, sir, are the villain, Mr. Indes.
That was something. And where has Duva disappeared to? The least he could say was hi.
Please don't hold it against him. It's all the excitement about the presentation. And then his father appears out of the blue. He is a bit overwhelmed.
He shouldn't blame himself. He did well. I am more worried about this Indes.
Emilio Indes is a businessman. He needs to ask these kinds of questions.
No, my gut tells me that he's planning something. And I won't leave this room before I've found out exactly what it is.
Yeah. But that's for next time, folks. We shall now make a new save. So I've actually gone further than I had last time. Yes. Quickie. You annoying little bugger. Anyway, when we come back, folks, we shall find out what the vile Mr. Indes wants for our technology. After all, why would he, who wants a power plant, even think remotely about letting us make technology that can be grown on every consumer's balcony? Actually, that would be fantastically cheap and very useful for the consumer, because we could just grow. But if they need energy cells, which have to be maintained and bought, give them a finite life cycle, recycle them, reuse them. Yeah, it's a viable business model there. Just don't make it too expensive. At least not at the beginning. Anyway, that's all for next time. So until then, I'll catch you all later. See ya!